Just record a little bit. Yeah, yeah, he can look at his audience.
Yeah.
Let's go. Have you got more than one slide? Yeah, then is it a PowerPoint?
No, it's not.
Oh, then you won't be able to control it from there. You're going to run back and forth, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I want to run back and forth.
Okay. You decide when it should be on then.
Ready back there?
Yeah, I've been recording for a while, so.
Oh, really? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everyone knows that babies are precious. However, if they're inconvenient, they're often aborted. I've gathered my sources from the American Pregnancy Association, Abort 73, TruthOrFiction.com, the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, and the Roman Catechism. According to the class poll recently surveyed, 15 of you said that if the mother's life is in danger or molested or raped, that she should have an abortion. On the contrary, the same number of people have said the fetus has exact rights to life. And then one of the other questions was, should abortion be illegalized outright? Most of you said no, and I'm just here to tell you that they should be illegal outright based on 3 reasons. The elements in the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, the cost and effect on women, and the morality of abortion. So let's take a look at the first element, the Constitution. There are 3 different amendments that absolutely outright illegalize abortion. Those are Amendments 14, 9, and 10. Article 14 says, no state shall enforce any law which shall abridge the principles or immunities of the citizens of the U.S., nor state shall deprive life, liberty, or the pursuit of happiness. Article 9 says, the enumeration of the Constitution, certain rights shall not be constructed to deny nor disparage any rights refrained by the people. And Article 10 says, powers not delegated by the U.S. by the Constitution, nor prohibited by the states, are reserved to the states and the people. That means abortion should not even be existing in the first place. All fetuses have the right to life, and if such hot topic issues ever arrived, they should be determined by the states and by the people, not by the federal government, such as the Roe v. Wade case in the Supreme Court. Thomas Jefferson said in his Declaration of Independence, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The fetus in the mother's womb, the safest place ever in the world, should have that right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. The mother, yes, she has her right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. However, if she is a good mother, she would offer her life and sacrifice for the fetus to make it better. And then Jefferson goes on to say that destructive of these ends is the right of the people to alter or abolish and institute a new government, laying foundations on such principles and organizing in such a way as to secure and affect the safety and their happiness. That means it is the responsibility of the people, of the citizens of the United States, to change the laws or institute a new government to protect these rights. Now that we've looked at the 2 most important documents of the United States, let's take a look at the cost of the annual spending for abortion. Women who, according to Abort73.com, women spend about $483 million on their first trimester abortions. Another $393 million is sent to abortion clinics for any abortions after the first trimester. If you add those all up, American women annually spend $831 million to abortions. That's not including the $337 million that is funded to provide for Planned Parenthood and their abortions. If you add that all up, that is $1 billion that could go to somewhere else, such as bailing out ourselves or the banks and fixing the economy. Some side effects that applies to all women from the American Pregnancy Association: if women here in this class have abortion, would have vomiting, diarrhea, the damage of the cervix, profation of the uterus, scarring of the urine lining, and worst case scenario, death. So that we looked at the side effects. Let's take a look at the morality. I am a Roman Catholic, and naturally, the Catholics, they oppose abortion from day one. And so I'm just going to review some elements from the Catechism of what they personally view abortion. Number one, human life should be respected from the moment of conception and has the right to life. 2, cooperation is a grave offense, and members of the church are excommunicated as a consequence. The church does not restrict the scope of mercy, but makes it clear that the crime committed is grave. Since day one, the church has stood against abortion, and the use of abortion to achieve an ends or a means is contrary to moral law. And any state that permits laws to abort fetuses which have the right to life, that is to protect the life of its citizens in the first place, is only undermining itself. And finally, it is immoral to exploit embryos to embryonic stem cell research for any purpose. So now I'm just going to show you some pictures of aborted fetuses to gross you out. This is a picture of a partial birth abortion where they stick a scissors in the vagina of the woman to stab it in the back of the neck of the fetus. This picture was taken by a pro-choice photographer. Basically, the mother who is in this picture said that her life was in danger because the fetus had a spinal cord injury, and the doctor said that her life was in danger, and abortion was the only option. The mother, however, was pro-life. She went along with the gamble and said, fix me up, fix the fetus up. So via C-section, the doctor in this picture fixed the embryo's spinal cord, and in this moment before stitching up, it is rumored that the fetus reached out, grabbed the doctor's finger, in thanking the doctor for saving his life. This picture is just more pictures of aborted fetuses, and what they usually do, they chop off the limbs, and then they chop off the head. Very, very disturbing. This one is a second trimester fetus that was aborted at about 22 weeks. Very disgusting. And then just to give you a size of what most first trimester fetuses look like, they're smaller, or just a little bit bigger than a dime. And as you can see the skull and the skeletons. So, does abortion gross you out now? Anyways, I've just given you 3 elements as to why abortion should be illegalized, due to the elements in the Constitution, the effects and cost to women, and the morality of it. I hope I changed most of your minds, and now I'd like to conclude with an impact of a biblical verse, Luke chapter 1, 39-44. At the time, Mary got ready and hurried down to a town in the hill country of Judea, where she entered Zechariah's home and greeted with Elizabeth. Elizabeth heard Mary, and the baby leaped in her womb. Elizabeth said, "Blessed thou art among women, and blessed in your womb. Why am I so favored that the mother of the Lord should come to me?" As the sound of the greeting, the baby in my womb leaped for joy. Thank you.